Hello, my name is Sarah. Welcome to the It is a Sarah podcast. Today it is Monday, June 10, 2024, and this is again a week filled with daily episodes, if you like, I like, in which I share my handwerk perikelen, also known as my crafty adventures. I'm coming to you from the Netherlands, so excuse my Dutchy English. I love to knit, I love to crochet, and I love to talk. So that's the perfect combination for making a daily podcast. It is Monday morning. It's quite early, 7:30, I guess. And I have an unexpected quiet morning. Normally, this time is quite a busy time with all the kids and my husband preparing for going to school and work. But today my husband already left the house. He was also very early and the kids are all sleeping. I have 3 teenagers and they are free or they have a day off or they are expected late at school. Their school days start late today. So I realized I have a bit of a weekend feeling this Monday morning. Quiet crochet time, that's perfect. I had a lovely weekend. It was really very satisfying. I cancelled all my appointments for the weekend because I felt I really needed an empty weekend, I guess. We went camping for the last 2 weekends, so we didn't were at home at all in the weekends, and the house was a mess. It was dirty. I really felt that I want to clean and knit and just slow down, easy peasy, and it was very nice. It felt very good. I hardly came out of the house. I only did a short walk with the dog every now and then. In the weekends, my husband does the longer walks quite often, and sometimes we go together. So it was really nice. I had quite some knitting time. Let me see what I finished my Sommerknus. I'm not wearing it today. I will tell you later why I'm not wearing it now. Maybe I can. It's raining and it's very cold, so it's not really a summer Monday in the Netherlands today. But I will tell you more about that later. I also started a new project, a new knitting project. I worked on my skirt. I cutted the fabric. I will tell you all. I bring you with me today again. But before I will do that, I will enjoy some quiet crochet time. I'm working on my Prague Blanket. I'm working on the granny square. Let me show you. I finished all the tiny squares, the first color. The squares are 3 rounds big. Now I divided them. Color-wise, I attached them, I connected them with the second color, and now I'm crocheting the second round in color 2. There will be 3 colors in the end, and color 2 and color 3 will only be 1 round big. I did quite some. Can you see it? I collect them in this little tiny thing. I don't weave in the yarn ends yet. I am crocheting, I'm weaving in 1 yarn end as I go. And the other ones I will do at the end when I finished all the squares. Yeah, I really love it. Let me show you my granny square administration. I hope you can see it. I connect every tiny square to another color and I do it, it's not structured, it's just how I feel about the color combination. And I have to trust that I won't make the same color combination over and over again. That chance, it seems quite small to me that will happen. We will see. But those tiny ones are all waiting for a second round. And I do 3, maybe 4 or 5 squares a day. So in a few days, they will all be gone. But I really love the cozy look of them waiting for me right here. So I will enjoy my morning coffee and this easy peasy, quiet, slow start of the day. and I will bring you with me during the day later. Bye bye. Ta-da! There is my little Sommerknus tea. Almost dry. She looks very little and tiny and short. I blocked her. And the stitch definition became great. Who says I'm a messy knitter? Okay, a little bit, but look at those straight stitches. They are perfect. I'm too hard on myself, I guess. But I was a bit afraid it would shrink in my blocking tub. So I put it on immediately when it was still wet, but it was the perfect fit. I knew it would be on the short side, but I really thought this was the best decision, because when I would add some extra length, I would repeat, let me see, it starts with the knit 1 purl 1 section, and I would repeat the knit 1 purl 1, but I didn't like the knit 1 purl 1 and the knit 2 purl 2 after each other, so then I should add another lace section, and then it would be way longer. So I think this will be okay. I also expect that it will straight lengthwise a little bit, but I'm not sure if that will happen because of the purl ridges and also the weight of the cotton linen mix. I don't know, but it is almost dry now. It is really, this was such a fun knit. Yeah, I will tell you all about it maybe tomorrow. Today is not the good day to put on a summer garment because it's actually more like autumn. It's very wet and rainy and also very cold. So it was more a cardigan day and not a perfect day to show off a new garment. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know the weather forecast, but I am definitely very happy. I'm very curious how the length will be because I planned it on my skirts and I don't like wearing crop tops on my skirt. So maybe if it's really not good, I can always add some length. But maybe it will work out. We shall see. But it is making me happy. It only made me happy since I casted this little tee on. And that's really, really fun because I followed my heart knitting this. My head told me, no, this is not your style. This is not your shape. This is not your fit. And my heart told me, knit it anyway. And I followed my heart with this great result. So today is not really the perfect weather to show a brand new finished summer tee. It is more of a cardigan weather. It is quite cold and very rainy today, especially the temperature 14 degrees. It's not super cold, but it's quite cold for a day in June in the Netherlands. And of course the rain and all the grey clouds, they don't make it really better. Although I don't really mind because I really love this autumnal weather, but I know a lot of people are really wishing for some more sunshine. We had a lot of rain the last weeks, so everything is so wet. I don't know. The weekend was good, but I was actually quite excited this morning when I did choose my outfit for the day, because I could pick one of my cardigans. They were a little bit too warm the last days, and now it was time for it again. And I picked this one. This is my sock cardigan. It's a pattern by Eve, and it's a design from Eve, and Eve is a Dutch knitter. Her Instagram name is Lievelings van Eve, and that means favorites from Eve. So that's the literal translation. And she published her first design last year, and the pattern is in English, only in English, not even in Dutch, I guess. I'm not quite sure, but it is definitely in English. So if you are interested, you can knit it too. I will link the Ravelry page down for my project down below, and then you can find the pattern. It's called the sock cardigan because it's knitted with sock yarn. I used Durable socks. Durable is a Dutch brand, and socks, it's just a plain superwash sock yarn. I don't know, 75% wool and 25% nylon, polyamide. I don't know, but it's a nice yarn for a woolly cardigan. I did start with Jamieson's Shetland, I guess, because I didn't want to knit a fingering weight all over colorwork cardigan with superwash yarn, but I didn't get gauge. Again, that's a theme in my life, I guess. I didn't get gauge with that beautiful yarn. It's in my stash for now for another project, but I was doing a test knit also, and then I decided to just knit it with the yarn the designer knitted in, and then it became all right. So it was fine, and I must confess, it does wear. It didn't disappoint me. The color work in superwash yarn, it looks actually pretty good, and it does wear pretty nice, because the Jamiesons would definitely be itchy in this time of the year on me. But I can wear this one. I have short sleeves under it, so my skin is next to the fabric of the cardigan, of attaching the fabric of the cardigan. I don't know how you say that, and there's no problem at all, so that's perfect. I didn't wear this for quite a while. I don't know. I am the proud owner of quite a big handmade wardrobe right now, but I also did it when I only did wear store-bought items. Sometimes you have a cardigan or a sweater or whatever, and you want to wear it all the time, so it's high on top of your what I want to wear list, and then so suddenly something else is on top of you want to wear it. So I can imagine that I want to wear this cardigan for quite a few times coming weeks, and then it will disappear again and something else will come. And yeah, it feels like richdom. I have the opportunity to choose and to let that happen. So that's really making me happy. I can always use more. The fun thing, the beautiful thing on this cardigan, I think is the inside. It was a steeked cardigan. I really love steeking. I was actually really afraid of steeking before I did my first try, but steeking is not scary at all. It's just feeling a bit unnatural to cut in your knitted fabric, but it's really a good technique to create colorwork cardigans. And I really, the original pattern did the finishing touch with a ribbon, but I really love to knit the finishing touch, the facing on the inside to hide my steek. And I really love the look. I want to show you. I don't know, maybe I have to do it this way in the light. The inside of colorwork is magical all by itself, and combined with this lovely facing bound off with an I-cord bind off on the inside. It really makes it neat and a heart jumping thing. So every now and then I do, and of course I also like the outside, so that's really making me happy. So enjoying the things you made. So yeah, that's really nice. I did try to wear it closed this morning, but that's not an option. The fit is not good on me that way. You can see it's gapping. Do you say it like that? I forgot my own important rule. No, it's not my own rule. I learned it from someone else. But to put this button on the widest part of your bust, I didn't do it. So it's a little bit below it, and it's, yeah, it makes it looking a little bit weird. And also I did make less buttons than the pattern described. And when I finished the garment, I realized why she used more buttons to provide the gapping. So I should have listened. Yeah, I never felt the need to redo it. Of course, I can redo it, but no, it's okay. So I wear it open-fronted most of the time. That's actually a way I love to wear my cardigans this way. I don't know, I don't love to have it closed. I love space at the front. I don't know why, but this is the way I usually wear it, so that's perfectly fine. I did cast on a new knitting project yesterday, and I want to share that with you. Okay, yesterday I casted on a new project, a new knitting project, which is on my list for quite a while, but just never happened. It's actually not really a summer knit, but because of the weather and especially the colder temperatures, I suddenly realized that I really could use this garment right now. Of course, it's not finished immediately, but we shall see. Maybe it will be warmer when I finished it, and then I just will save it for autumn. But maybe it is the perfect garment for more chilly summer and spring days and evenings and mornings. Yeah, so let me show you the pattern. It actually is this pattern. It's a Dutch design. And it's called Wollen Hesje Hildegard. And it's a Dutch design from Nienke. The pattern is in Dutch. It is available through her on her website and also on Etsy. I will link it down below. And the pattern was gifted to me by her. I really love the designs of Nienke. She has a beautiful aesthetic, and she often combines embroidery with knitting and crochet. And yeah, those woolly tattoos really gives this garment something special. And this one is for my youngest girl. It is knitted in bulky weight yarn. I knitted it last winter. It was a very quick knit, and the back is all garter stitch. And I really loved knitting this design, and she does wear it quite a lot. So it's perfect for her. And I immediately knew that I wanted one myself too, but not in the bulky weight yarn. I don't know. I don't love to wear such heavy and heavy garments knitted in bulky weight. I don't know. I think it's just too much for me. So I wanted to make it in a not in a fingering weight, in a DK weight, or actually I wanted to make one in worsted weight in let loopy, but I don't really felt the need for a let loopy garment right now. And I picked a yarn I used for the ribbing for my scrappy lead. It is the Jerbo Alpe. It is a DK weight superwash yarn. A Dutch viewer searched it for me, and it is a superwash yarn. But of course, as you can imagine, I love the color. It's deep chocolate brown. I really love it. Love it. Because this yarn is much thinner than the bulky weight yarn, I couldn't use the pattern in my own size. So I decided to check the biggest size, how many stitches they you have to cast on for the biggest size. And then I checked the Leith cardigan. That was the latest DK weight pattern I knitted, and I compared the amount of stitches. And I must confess, the Leith cardigan has a lot more stitches than the biggest size has, so there was quite a difference, so that didn't work. I hoped I could just knit the biggest size. For myself, I think I need the second size, the extra small, and this was the extra large. And then I just added some stitches, 20 I guess. I didn't do swatching, I just tried to think logical. That's quite a challenge for me. I'm not a logical person, but I tried. And I realized, I checked also my Senna cardigan, that was also a recent finished knit. And the Senna cardigan is supposed to knit with worsted weight yarn. And I remembered that when I wanted to knit the Senna cardigan, was it a Senna cardigan? I did a test knit. I can't remember exactly. No, it was the Leith cardigan. For the Leith cardigan, I wanted to knit my size. That was the second size, but it really felt as if it were way too much stitches. So I went down one size, and it was a difference of 20 stitches, and that was a lot. But when I finished the cardigan, it was the perfect size. So logical, and also only on my measurements, I should choose size 2. But I didn't feel it, and I followed my feeling, and it was okay. And for this cardigan, the amount of stitches that would be logical also felt as way too much. So I just did a little bit less, and with the risk that it will be too small. And I can rip it out or give it to my youngest girl. I don't know if she wants a brown brown vest. I don't know. But when I am knitting, there is of course a cable attached, of a cable involved at the front, and a cable also always uses up some white. So yeah, but the ribbing is quite stretchy. You knit garter stitch. It's really feeling squishy and nice and fun. And I think I'm knitting on quite a wide cable. When I didn't measure it on a garment. I did measure it on me. Oh, when I look at this garment, it would be way more than fine. It would be perfect. So I think I trust the feeling. It's feeling as if it's the perfect size. So the amount of stitches is absolutely not logical for my size, but it feels good. And that's more important than logic for me. Yeah. It's really a nice and easy knit because it's not a hard pattern. I know what I have to do now for quite a while. I can knit a cable without doing any administration. I use a stitch marker to get track on the cable. I know every sixth round I have to do cabling, and because I transfer my stitch marker every cable, normally I would mark it in my knitting book or on the pattern, but now I don't have to do. I just can count from the stitch marker, am I at row 5 yet? In row 5 I have to cable 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I am there, just cable. And the other rows are easy because knitting cables is easy. Don't be afraid of it if you never have done it. They can impress you. The look of the cables can impress you, but the knitting is not as hard as I thought it would be. Yeah, so it's really a nice and easy and a relaxing knit, and an easy knit I can pick up and lay down, and I don't have to do anything special until the armholes. And I will use my Leith cardigan, I guess, for the length. Yeah, so we just can knit in the color chocolate. That's very nice. Yesterday I also worked on my Estuary skirt, my new skirt. I did cut all the paper pattern pieces and also the fabric pieces actually. It's laying here in a big organized pile. I won't touch it. It is on our, how do you call that? In Dutch we call it een strijkplank. I guess when I translate that literally, it will, I call it iron shelf. I don't know if that makes sense. But it is here, and then I did run out of interfacing, so I went to the shop yesterday and I bought it, but I stopped working on the skirt. And that was interesting because, as I expected, a part of me really thought, if I work really hard, I can finish the skirt today. But I didn't want to make it a rushed project. I want to make it a slow project. So I needed all my willpower to stop working on the skirt. And of course, I had that little tiny new project on my needles, so that definitely helped to distract me. But now it's waiting here, and I have a little, it's not really a problem. Let me show you. My desk is busy. It's filled with scraps. I am frogging my scrappy cur. I started my scrappy cur. It wasn't making me happy. I told about it in last week's episodes. I started my scrappy lead. That was making me happy. So now I want to frog this because I don't want to just throw away the scrappy yarn. So it's all scrappy happiness on my table. And it was my plan to knit a sock with this, with the yarns held double, because they are all double. But I am not feeling the sock sparkle, so it will be something different. And you will see me casting that on. I won't tell anything about it yet. It's not a secret, but I just told too much today. I will save it for another time, another episode this week. But you can see me casting it on in a few minutes, I guess. So this was it for today. I will organize this mess and make some space for my sewing machine by casting on a new knitting project. Of course, I will share all the details with you in later episodes this week. Thank you for watching. I hope you are enjoying some heart jumping moments. If you can't find them, create them, and maybe I will see you the next time. Bye bye.
Fight the darkness till break of day. The heart and the past changes so fast, like a cup